Students know media. They are in a media-laden society.
There is a skill divide, a skills gap that's getting bigger and bigger as time goes on.
We're here with ATHLETEC. We started a foundation, a group of us recent college graduates, aiming to teach STEM to high school students. And what we did is combine the notion of athletics and technology to really reach the students.
And it's the best way that they learn. It's the best way that they can articulate messages.
You cannot ignore the fact that application development and learning how to code is becoming an essential skill that a lot of today's students need to learn at an early age.
When you're selling, that's one of the biggest things. What would appeal to the person that I'm selling to? If I'm trying to convince somebody to do something for me, I'm not telling them what I want. I'm going to tell them what they want to hear.
You can start a business at any age. So although at this point you guys are doing app dev and we're giving you experience pitching, if you have a really good idea, you could always end up like that. It doesn't matter how old you are. And that's, I think, a message that we want to present to you guys, that although you guys are in high school, you might look at people like Mark Cuban and whoever who are much older than you guys, but they started out just like you.
It looks good on your resume, even if you don't really want anything. It looks good.
I've been in this IT field for a while, and I felt like if I can actually do a job like this and with Microsoft, then it would be a great chance to advance myself.
I'm a student and I'm a sport athlete, so I'm used to taking advice or pointers or tips and an application that would help me better my health or fitness.
So how you're going to be assessed, right? It's a competition. Right. The bulk of it will be the wireframe, the design, all of that good stuff, creativity. Another big part will be you actually presenting it.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming out and allowing us to present our app to you today. Our app is called Prego Fitness. This will be a home screen that will show which will have first, second, and third trimester of the pregnancy. Also, at the bottom, it will have an Ask Me Mommy blog, which will be a community of pregnant women that will interact with each other during that time. Question?
So what I think makes you guys stand out is I'm so impressed by the fact that you started off a much bigger team, and you two are like the last two standing. And I think the lesson learned that you all identified is like a super important lesson in life is time management.
One, I really liked what you did on the competitive analysis. I thought the observation on the last app that was the one that you had identified, which name I have forgotten, but that it didn't identify the source for the do's and don'ts was a really keen observation.
First lesson anybody who starts a startup learns, companies are made of people. And that's good and bad. It's good because you might have some great people who can get you going. It's bad because if you can't depend on the people in your organization, it can stop you dead in your tracks.
Our big idea, so we learned from the census of 2011 that there were 310 million people, and so that estimates now to about 360 million people in the U.S. this year. And from that, 17% of minors in the U.S. are considered obese by the CDC.
The solution seems easy enough. We'll get out, do a little exercise, maybe jog a mile, maybe do a few extra push-ups here and there. But I got a lot of comments that the motivation, the drive to actually go ahead and complete the action was really where the issue lay. The gamification of our application is really what would push for people and users to actually actively use the app.
Once you register and log in, you can choose whether you want to lose, maintain, or gain weight, and from there, you choose a focus on whether you want your plan to be focused mainly on exercise or dieting. Our group, starting with 6 people, we threw ideas down on a piece of paper, and even though we dropped down to 2, we persevered through this because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If we didn't take it now, we might not get it again.
A great idea, and I think it was really insightful of you to look at what are some of the biggest health problems that we face today, and certainly obesity in youth is a big one. So good for identifying the problem and the need.
When the average teenager graduates from high school, he died in a video game 80,000 times. Okay, whether you've lost a Scrabble, whatever it is. But, and I'll speak for myself, you go out and try and jog 1 mile and that seems too hard, and my immediate reaction is, oh, I'm never doing that again.
What's your target audience size? What's your potential revenue? What are your potential costs? And start making it more real in terms of what can we actually drive out of this too.
This is the Matrix team, and we all developed Liquid Guru. And this app will help improve people's lifestyles and accommodate any health goal for anyone, no matter who they are.
Like, for example, Johnny, a football player who has an extensive workout that sheds most of his body fat, but he wants to gain muscle, so by using Liquid Guru, he will maintain his weight and gain muscle.
Liquid Guru is a Windows 8 app that will be the best smoothie app in the entire store. And that is because we accommodate for everyone.
If they choose a red beet smoothie, the ingredients, directions, and nutrition facts will appear for that smoothie.
What a great idea. I mean, just a super idea that I think is so relevant today, because people love smoothies. I mean, there's entire businesses built on smoothies.
I really liked the accommodations, and I liked the way that you thought about that. I thought it was very clear that you thought about sort of what the decision points for the user were going to be.
My very first reaction was, why would anybody need an app for smoothies? I mean, come on. And then by the time you got through your presentation, I was like, my God, you need an app for smoothies.
We are the Elite. We're here today to talk to you about our app. So Nia, have you ever been on a diet and not know what type of food would keep you on track? Personally, I either take in too many calories or not enough. Our objective was to help young adults maintain good health and fitness.
You type in your personal attributes like your weight, your height, your name, and based on that information, they can tell you what your diet should be.
We knew that there were apps out there that only did like calorie counter, then there was like a fitness thing, but there was never really one that combined both. But then we did find one that combined both, but it was hard to use. So we wanted to also make it user friendly.
I love that you integrated the GIS, the mapping, into the app. That was brilliant. Great job on that.
I thought your presentation and the confidence and enthusiasm that you exuded for your product was great. And certainly when you're pitching a product, that's really critical and shows you have faith in what you've built. That's fantastic.
What is the size of your market audience? What's the potential revenue based on your ads and your ad buys and those types of things? It's important to drill in on.
Before they come with that final decision, I just want to talk to you guys real quick. I know we said that we're going to pick one team for an internship. I might have lied. We're going to take all of you guys.
So this was actually not a really easy decision at all. This was actually a kind of a tough decision. So we felt like all of the teams really did an amazing job, frankly, in thinking through what their market was and identifying some unique opportunities, bringing a wide range of skills to the process. We were impressed not only by the technical work that had been done, but also the way that each of the teams had thought about the marketing and the communications and the differentiation and the market sizing and all of the things that go in to creating an app and creating a business. So on behalf of myself and my colleagues, we want to just say congratulations and echo Anthony's comments around, you guys just did a great job. However, there was one team that we did think really sort of stood out and had done a fabulous job in terms of what they brought to the presentation and the way that they had thought through their project, and that team was Liquid Guru. Congratulations, guys.